It's time for Offscript. Hey all, welcome to another video. I thought with this video I'd probably get into something a little bit more serious. And I thought after a discussion with some friends of mine on Messenger, I thought I would get into that discussion a little bit on camera and just see how it goes. I'm always very conscious about bringing up serious issues as a games manufacturer, because you just never know what's going to happen. And anyway, and also the whole thing from last video, I don't think I can maintain that in this video. So it just takes way too much editing and brain power on such a serious subject. So I wanted to bring up a bit about the challenges, because based on my accent, of course, Traders Galaxy is an Australian-based company. And for those that don't know, Australia is like way down south and to the side, away from everything. Everything important, it seems, which is good in a way. Like I love that about my country, but in another way, it's not so good. So I guess this goes to like a basic business principle, really, in the sense that as a market, Traders Galaxy is situated the furthest from the two main markets for miniature gaming, which is the UK and the USA. And that actually presents some really unique problems for me. Mainly, one of the biggest ones is getting to conventions, which I actually still think is probably one of the most important things in growing a business in this industry, is being able to get to the likes of Adepticon or Salute or whatever, and getting in front of like a load of players and customers at a single point in time. And that, I have found, is a really huge challenge. I can only dream of where Traders Galaxy would be had I been able to get to these big conventions, you know, over the last, 5 years. Like, it would have made an astonishing difference to the growth of Traders Galaxy. That's not to say that Traders Galaxy hasn't grown. Like, it definitely has, and I've talked about this in a previous video. It's grown farther than I ever thought it would. But it would have grown even faster and further had I been able to get to those cons. And it is a real challenge, and I find that when people are telling me about getting to them and things like that, like, all I can see when people are telling me this is this mountain of issues that would be related, not to mention the cost of actually, like, just flying there myself. Flying there myself would be over $3,000, which is like huge for me. And so just getting to these, and then obviously you've got to get marketing material there, stock there, you've got to book the space, accommodation, spending money to like eat and live while you're there for the week. It is and like when you're sending stock, I mean, how much stock? If you send like a pallet of stuff, you're going to need part of the shipping container. Well, there's $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 right there. Then you've got to ship it there. Then you've got to wait for shipping. Then you've got to store it. And then you've got to transport it to the event. Then you've got to transport it back. And then you've got to ship what's left home. And then it's just like, it's like all these things are like to take Traders Galaxy to these places. I mean, it's like massive amounts of money. And while many people might go, oh yeah, it's a great investment, blah, 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 you're investing in the future of that, it's a huge risk. It is a massive risk for such a small company to undertake. And I just don't think that it's possible at this stage. And when I think about it, like, what other Australian companies, and I'm not going to mention any names, like, have other Australian companies really made it in the sense that they've been able to get to these cons on a regular basis, despite the fact that I think, the ones that I know, Australian games developers, manufacturers of miniatures are some still, like, they're amazing, some of them. So, like, it is a pretty big issue to try and get to these cons, and I'm actually quite concerned about it because how important the likes of Adepticon and Salute and Games Expo and all these places are for companies to go and just have a presence at these places. Not only to mention the networking side of things as well, like the networking in those places, you're networking with influencers all the time and all that sort of stuff. So that is a massive challenge, and I actually don't know how to solve it at this stage. I really don't know how to solve it, and you know, I can't up sticks and move to another country to make that happen. So that is a bit of an issue that I don't know how to get around exactly. The other issue is that I'm going to touch on. Actually, I might leave the next issue for another video because I find the little 10-minute videos are quite good for me to upload and everything. It doesn't take a huge taxing time. If I do a half-hour video, it takes hours to upload for me because we got pigeon-powered internet here, so it's pretty horrific. so yeah. But yeah, I wish I could get to more like cons. I am going to definitely try to get to the Brisbane ones, which are not far away from me, next year. I didn't go this year, just gone. But if I get to, I definitely will try to get to the ones for next year. Although, compared to Adepticon and Salute, it's not even like, I've seen house parties bigger than some of these cons. So, you know, this is always going to be the challenge. The Australian market for miniature games is absolutely tiny compared to the USA and the UK. And it is, yeah. If anyone has any solutions, yeah, please put them in the comments. I'll even accept ones that just say, just do it, and and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's quite a big challenge. I'm trying to get around it with just trying to boost the online presence. Any help in that regard is like obviously super welcome. And I mean, I've sort of got the shipping thing down pat. Like we ship pretty cheaply from Australia, and I offer free worldwide shipping if you spend $160 or more, which is quite a bit. But if you bunch in with your friends and stuff like that, it's not so bad. And so that's been like, that's the lifesaver really, is that Traders Galaxy can operate because it's free worldwide shipping, and most of the people that get stuff is free worldwide shipping. In regards to the UK as well, we now have free trade between the UK and Australia, so no customs charges. They do still have VAT though, although how they work that out, I have no idea, because some of my customers are getting charged VAT, even though it's a gift that I've sent, which actually is a legitimate gift. I was sending it to an influencer as a gift. And some, which are merchandise, are not getting charged VAT for the exact same thing. So I don't know. It seems like whatever they do in the UK, they just feel like doing at the time. And so it's really difficult to judge that. So you could be paying VAT if you order from the UK, and you may not. I've had a customer that's never paid any customs charges or anything before, and I have no idea how that works. And then I have other people that get charged customs, so I don't know how it works. I always fill out the customs forms as accurately as possible, and so yeah, I have no idea how it works. USA is all fine though. Like I send to the USA all the time, and both to the UK and the USA, it's about 5 to 10 working days, give or take. It's usually about 10 working days to get to either of those countries, which isn't too bad. I've only had 3 things lost in the post, 2 of which were over sort of crazy COVID time. and actually all of them arrived back here at some point. So yeah, so not a bad record really. So anyway, that's just this quick video. I've got to get to cons, don't know how. Maybe when Traders Galaxy gets so big it can have an overseas office maybe. Anyway guys, thanks very much and catch you later.